Hello, and thank you for joining us. Every day during our 21 days of prayer, a different person from our congregation will be sharing their thoughts from a chapter in Praying the 21 Greatest Promises in the Bible by Dr. Dave Earley. I know what God has spoken to them about will be a huge blessing, so stay tuned for their thought.
Hello, I'm Ben Watson. I read chapter 21 of the book, Praying the 21 Greatest Promises in the Bible. Chapter 21 is called God's Promise of Maturity Through Adversity. And I think maturity through adversity is a story that really applies to Calvary Chapel in general, thinking about how they had humble beginnings in Wagner College, and then they moved on to get the building we have today, and then they bought the building next door. And through all of that, so many of the people who attend the congregation that I've known throughout my life have been there and been through it all with us. There has been no lack of challenges for the church. I know that, my father said in church today the story of when funding often would appear out of nowhere, but the maturity is learning that God will provide in the end. It's the patience of waiting and waiting and waiting, and then sometimes at the last second, but it will come. And maybe it won't come in the way you think it will, but eventually it will come. But I think that the maturity of adversity oftentimes is, patience, learning the patience. And there's another section in here called bad things do happen to good people. And that reminds me of, a phrase that I know is often thrown around in this church a lot. No good deed goes unpunished. All the time, you do something good for someone, and then they ask for more, and they ask for more, but not in a bad way, but just they realize that you'll be there for them, and then you can fulfill that need. And I do think that sometimes being a good person is just when you are a light, there's so few lights in this world, and then you're called for more, but it's not bad, but that's why bad things happen to good people, because the good people are the only ones willing to go through that adversity. But that is what I think of chapter 21, the final chapter in Praying the Greatest Promises in the Bible by Dave Earley. And I would like to end with prayer. Dear Lord, while you guide us through this holiday season, I pray that any adversity that comes towards us, we're able to be patient, and we're able to allow it to have us come out better at the other end. There's a lot of uncertainty right now in the world, but you are the only true certainty, and so I pray that we're able to keep the eye on you, and then we'll be able to mature through any adversity that comes towards us. Amen.
Thank you again for joining us during these 21 days of prayer. Please join us again tomorrow as someone else from our church family shares their thoughts on a chapter in Praying the 21 Greatest Promises in the Bible by Dr. Dave Earley. Until then, may God richly bless you.